Okay, we are now on to the next tutorial video, and it looks like finally we're on the last tab within the setup tab, which is known as our checkout items. So let's go right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and configure these checkout items for our Empire State Building tour. And so this tab is really meant to be used sparingly if you need it at all. You don't necessarily need to configure checkout items. It's completely up to you and up to the needs of your tour operations. So most of the tours, include appropriate lunch, appropriate dinner, any appropriate equipment within they reflect all of that within the tour price itself, which probably is just easier for operation from an operation standpoint. So if you do that, stick to it. This can probably be something more of as a way to maybe upsell some certain items that you'd like to upsell. Instead of maybe equipment, lunch, and dinner, I might end up changing this. Maybe something like sunscreen or some small things that are appropriate for your tour that might come in handy. So for instance, if I wanted to just put in SPF 30 here, you'll have to, when you go ahead and click on the price, you will have to link it properly to a Square item. So I don't actually have it set. Why don't I just do that right now? Sunscreen, SPF 30, and we'll set the price to $5. We'll save that. And you can put any really add-on that's not included in the tour is really meant, and you would like to upsell the user on the checkout screen, you can go ahead and put that here. So if I refresh this now, and the same thing, sunscreen SPF 30, and I click on the price, and I find sunscreen SPF 30, I can go ahead and save that checkout item. And so that really concludes this tab. It's really straightforward. It's completely optional. You do not have to set it for your tours. But if you'd like to just simply upsell some items that you think are appropriate, you have the opportunity to do so here. And just remember, these will apply to all of the showings that you've set. So for the morning tours, the night tour, whatever showing, or the morning tour showing, the night tour showing, whatever showings you have, these checkout items will be presented for each tour. So if, for instance, SPF, or you had an item that was only applicable to one tour, you could write that here for morning tour only. So if you can write that there. If you maybe provided breakfast for example, you can make sure that you write for morning tour only, so that end users know that if they're doing a morning tour, they can include breakfast separately, pay a bit additional for it. But again, breakfast might not be the best example, because that could always be included within the tour showing price, which probably makes more sense from an operational standpoint. Anyways, so that basically concludes the checkout items tab, and I'm going to finish up.